Hi, in this activity we're going to learn about creating labels and filters for your Gmail inbox. A label is like a flexible folder. It's nice because more than one label can be added to one email. A filter is like a set of automatic commands for an incoming message. So, to summarize what we're going to do in this activity, we're going to use the contact list that we created in the activity before. And what we want to do is every email that comes from somebody in that group is going to be automatically filtered into one label. And this is just really good for organization and keeping your inbox manageable. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a label. And I'm going to create a label for my Period 1 Science class. And to create a label, I'm going to go to this toolbar at the left of my inbox. And I'm going to scroll down all the way to the bottom. Now, I'm going to click this More to reveal more options. And I'm looking for the Create a Label option, which is right here, Create a New Label. So I'm going to say Period 1 Science. Alright, and so it's nice. You can have different layers and different nesting of labels. So say if I just wanted to call this Science and put all the periods below, I could do that as well for organization. So I'm going to say Create. Nice, so we have our label created. Now we have to figure out which email is going to go to that label. So in order to do that, we're going to create a filter. To get to your filters, you're going to click on this setting icon on the far right. From the drop-down list, I'm going to click Settings. And from the top of the list, I'm going to click Filters. I already have some filters here, mostly to delete spam. So if I scroll to the bottom of this, I'm going to select Create a New Filter. So what we want our filter to do is when we get an email from any member of that contact list that we created in the prior activity, we want it to go ahead and sort into our label. So the name of my contact group from the previous activity was Test. If I type in Test, it gives me the option of adding all these emails. Now, it's really important not to just submit and go on to the next step, because what this means is it's only going to filter with the commas. And the comma means that the email has to be from every one of these people at once in order for it to filter. And I don't want that to happen. I want it to select, if I get an email from any of these people, I want it to be sorted. So what I like to do is I like to copy this, because it's kind of hard to edit in there. So I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to go to Google Docs, and I'm going to paste what I have here. Now, all I want is the email address. I don't want the quoted names. So I'm going to take off that quoted name. I'm going to take off this parenthesis right here. And it's important. Instead of the comma, I'm going to do a space, capital O-R. Again, I just want the email address, not the name. And then I want to get rid of the comma, and I want to replace it with an O-R. So you're going to do this with your list until it's completely finished. Alright, so my list is finished, and notice I don't have any quotations around names, and I've replaced all commas with capital O-Rs. And that means that if I receive an email from anyone on this list, it's going to be applied in our filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this list. I'm going to go back to my Gmail and my filter. And I'm going to paste into the From subject. Alright, here are another options for more advanced filters, which you can explore on your own. But my next step is create filter with this search. Next, I have a few options. The first options is to skip the inbox. If you don't want to fill up your inbox with a lot of student responses and you don't want to see it immediately to read it, you can select this Select Inbox. But notice when you get an email, it won't come into your inbox as unread. So that's a preference that's up to you. I don't like my inbox to be flooded, so I'm going to say skip the inbox. This means it will just go to the label folder. Next, what I want to do is I want to apply the label. I want to apply it to the label that I created beforehand, and that was called Period 1 Science. So I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to go to Period 1 Science, and I'm going to say Create Filter. Now, whenever anybody from that list or contact group sends you an email, it automatically is going to skip my inbox because I selected that feature, and it's going to be found in my label, which I can find over here, Period 1 Science. And when I receive emails, they'll insert into here. For this assignment, what I want you to do is I want you to find the filter that you just created from this list, from the filters list. And I want you to take a screenshot of the individual filter that you created and submit it.